So this video is meant to be an introduction to the basics of how you would do a club account, which is going to be similar to service firms and farm accounts, which we'll do later on. So if we start off by looking at question 1, the ordinary level question, the basics of it. So first of all, let's just look at the structure of the 4 documents. I know you're asked at the bottom of this to do 3 documents, but there's a 4th document you have to do as well to be able to do the second one. So, first of all, just so that I can go through some of the terminology. Accumulated fund is all of the money that's been put into our club over a period of time. Now, most of that money would have come from the members of the club putting in their subs, but maybe the club might have had maybe a shop of some kind or a bar, and they may earn income in other ways. But this is basically all of the assets of the club. So the things the club has managed to accumulate over the years, take away anything it may owe, and that gives us the amount of the fund that has been invested or accumulated in the club over the period of time. The income and expenditure for a business, like a service firm or a farm, you'd call this a profit and loss statement to try and work out profit. But you can see at the end that surplus is what you're trying to work out. So instead of using the word profit, they use the word surplus. So leftover money, and any leftover money will be added to the opening accumulated fund to give us the closing accumulated fund that we have at the end of the year. So we may have had 10,000 invested in the club by the members over the years and accumulated fund at the beginning, plus we saved an extra grand this year, so that means we have 11 grand. So that's how that works out. Now, if the club has a shop or a bar or something like that, we need to work out how much profit it made. So we need to do a separate document called a trading account, which is a bit like when you did trading profit and loss. It's the thing that works out gross profit at the beginning. So this document is meant to work out the profit of that activity that the club has, and that profit then will be added in. So in this case, for example, there is a bar. So there's a bar profit to be calculated, and that bar profit will be one of the incomes of the club. Then we move on to our balance sheet. So these are the assets and liabilities. That will be similar to what you've seen before. The only thing that's slightly different in the balance sheet of a club is the accumulated fund. There's no capital here. There's the opening accumulated fund in finance by. So that opening accumulated fund is the thing that we would have worked out from our document up here. Whatever that accumulated fund is becomes the accumulated fund of the club at the beginning, plus whatever surplus we made this year. So that comes from our income and expenditure account, and that will give us our closing accumulated fund. So that's the basics of how we do club accounts. So the next video I'll move on and I'll talk about how to do this particular question.